Oh, hello guys. We are starting off this vlog very natural. Got nothing on. It's like 2 o'clock. I don't even know what date it is. January 3rd. I felt like vlogging, but I did want to test out some makeup that I just bought that I'm really excited to try out. So the one thing I don't have is a primer. I kind of wish I did, but I've never really used primers. Like, it's never been a part of my routine. So a lot of these things that I've purchased recently, I was influenced by TikTok. Guilty, I'm sure we all are in some capacity. But one of the things that I really wanted to try because it looked amazing in videos was the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. And I don't even know, I don't think anybody actually knows what this is. I'll put you down a little bit. I've seen people use this like in so many different ways, but I think my favorite way is underneath foundation. And I'm super pale right now. I have not put on fake tan in a long time. I don't even know like what this is. The way I've seen people use it is they just put it all over, blend it in kind of like foundation underneath, and then it just kind of gives you like a nice natural glow. And I don't even know like how much to use. I mean, it is giving me like a nice little glow. I feel like I want to use more, but I'm just kind of scared because I don't quite know what it is still. That's how powerful TikTok is I was influenced to buy something and I still don't even know what it is. Ooh, but it's really pretty though. It probably doesn't even do anything on camera, but it just kind of gives me a nice little dewy base. So my husband is off at training and it is officially the time in pregnancy where he has to be very alert because I could go into labor at any point, which is insane. So he's out at training and he brought his Apple Watch just to make sure, you know, that he doesn't miss any calls. It's just crazy that we're like at that point. Well, to be fair, he forgot to charge his Apple Watch, so he just took his phone today, but the rule that we're instituting is that he's got to wear that watch at all times because he is notorious for ignoring phone calls and not answering when I need him. And that would just be an absolutely terrifying scenario. It's actually a lot harder to do your makeup and talk than I expected. Yeah, I'm at that point in pregnancy now where it's just like a waiting game and it's totally, it just messes with your head. I honestly lose track. I'm 37 weeks. I'm like 2 days away from being 38 weeks. And the baby is considered full term, from my knowledge, I could be wrong, from 37 to around 40 is like normal gestation. And they can go past that or come earlier, but she's technically in that range now where it would be fine. It would be totally normal if she were to come. So what? I got my base on and I'm looking a little ghostly. That was the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. This is what I used on my wedding day and it was really beautiful. I was obviously a lot tanner on my wedding day, so we used number 4. This is number 3, but I do like this. It's just, I should have put a moisturizer on before this. Obviously I moisturize in the morning and at night and stuff, but it kind of like sinks in. So I should have done that, but hey ho. I think what I want to do next before I conceal and everything is use brow gel, and I finally got the one that everybody's been loving forever and ever and ever. It's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Freeze. So I'm at that point now in pregnancy where you have weekly appointments. So I went to the OB last week and she said everything looked good. I think I had my appointment on exactly the day that I hit 37 weeks. It was last Thursday. And she asked if I wanted her to check and see if I was dilated. And I know it's like a controversial topic, especially on social media and YouTube and TikTok and all that, because a lot of times cervical checks are not necessary unless you're in like active labor. I look so much more expressive on that side. But, you know, I was really curious because I've been getting Braxton Hicks all the time. Like all day long, they don't seem to really stop. And so I was just curious if they were like doing anything. So she did check me and I was 2 centimeters dilated and 60% effaced, which is crazy. and I did not expect that. And I didn't really even realize like how big of a deal that is until I talked to my doctor friend. She was like, you know, once you hit 100% a face, like it's game time. Like that's when you dilate, you know, 0 to 100 real fast. I kind of want to get checked again. We have an appointment this Friday, but it's not the most comfortable experience. I will not go into detail, but it's not pleasant, but the information they can tell you from doing it is so rewarding and interesting. The only thing that's kind of a bummer with cervical checks is that they check you, but it doesn't necessarily predict what's going to happen. It just shows you where you're at in that moment. So even though I was 2 centimeters last week, I could be 2 centimeters for 3 more weeks. Like it doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna keep going. Now I'm using this new concealer I got. It's the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, which I've heard a lot of good things about. So if you watched my previous videos, I know it's been really confusing. I keep saying I'm moving and then I'm not moving, whatever. We're not moving for a while. We're still waiting on a contract to be sent over to Shelly or his agent. Just coaches this year for some reason are taking their sweet time, and we love that. So we're just waiting, and in the meantime we're gonna have the baby here in Charleston, find out where we're going. We're gonna get help from the family and then head to wherever we are going. And I feel like I don't really hear people talking about it. I mean, I'm sure everyone goes through it, but on different levels, and especially being like a business owner, like I am employed by myself, so I don't have a company giving me maternity leave. I don't have someone, you know, organizing that. I don't have a job that will automatically be there for me when I come back. You know, so it's like this weird thing, because being an interior designer, it's kind of like this all or nothing job, because you either commit to a project or you don't commit to a project. And if you commit to a project, you have to like follow it through and finish it. So I've been consciously like, you know, choosing what projects I'm working on for the last couple of months, because I didn't want to let people down if like, you know, the baby came or the baby came early, or like, you know, something were to happen, because I knew January would be like absolutely insane. And then after January, like how would I be handling motherhood? Like, could I keep working? So I like haven't accepted any new jobs. So now I'm in this like weird limbo where it's like the beginning of the year and I want to start the year off strong, you know, and make more money than last year, and I want to have all these goals, but it's like she could come today, she could come tomorrow. I can't like go out and just leave a client hanging. So I don't know like what to do with myself. So I don't even know if that makes sense, but I just feel like I'm in this weird limbo, you know, until she comes, because then when she comes, I'll definitely like have a purpose, and I'm sure I will have a lot on my plate, and I will not be bored. But right now it's like I want to be working, I want to be doing stuff and making money, but I'm just scared to commit and let people down. So this definitely is not a bronzer. This is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder, and it's just a tiny bit darker than my actual skin, but I don't even know what it is. It's just a really pretty kind of like luminous powder. So I'm just kind of using that as if it was bronzer, because I'm so pale that it's actually like, it's actually working. It's actually doing something. My plan in the meantime, until little baby comes, is just to try to relax, which is really hard for me, and get off my feet, which is even harder for me. I keep telling Shelly, like every day I end up going out and doing errands, and every single time I come back and I'm like, that's the last time I'm doing errands, because it's so painful and it's so hard to walk, and I'm just so sore and tired. But I just keep thinking of things that I need to do. But I truly do think I'm done. I'm done. So I'm just trying to stay off my feet. I'm trying to relax. I'm trying to make a lot of content right now because it's fun, and I, you know, can actually focus on it because I don't have clients and work emails and drawings that I have to be doing. So I'm trying to focus on the things that I can do. But I wanted to see how you guys are doing, and you know, how your new year has started off. I know a lot of people make all these resolutions and try to like be like a new person for the new year. I'm just trying to survive, honestly. Like this Christmas, New Year's was so hectic because we thought a contract was coming through. So I literally freaked out, packed half of my house, like literally in boxes, taped, shut, put in the garage. And then we find out, oh, it's actually gonna take a little bit longer. You might as well just stay in Charleston, have the baby there, and then move. So I'm literally living out of boxes that I just packed up. Shelly thinks it's like the funniest thing, but I don't know. I just like, I get in these like moods where like I have to just get something done and I have to be productive. And if it was like a 90, probably 90% chance that we were gonna move before Christmas if we were packed and if we could do it. And I was committed. I was like, we're gonna do this, because I did not want to have to go through what we're going through now. But I've come to terms with the fact that it's not gonna work out like that. I'm gonna try to do my brows. I'm not really happy with my brow routine. I was using Dip Brow like for the last 10 years and I was just sick of it because it was just too solid. So I bought this brow pen because everyone has those beautiful microbladed brows and I wanted to try, but my hair color I feel like is so hard. The blonde ones don't show up, but then the brown ones are too dark. So this is taupe, but I feel like it's still too dark on me. We're just gonna need a moment of silence while I do this because this is the hardest part. And it's also weird because like I've dyed my hair darker. Obviously it used to be really blonde and I'm just not used to my brows being dark. Like I'm just always used to having blonde brows. It's like this weird identity crisis. I did the brows. I don't know how we feel about them. They're a little scary to me just because I'm not used to the darkness. Brushing through kind of helps a little bit, kind of helps to buffer. So the one thing I forgot to use that I really wanted to is the new Rare Beauty liquid blush. I tried this once and I put way too much on because I didn't know how to use it. And I've already kind of put some powder on, so I don't know if it's too late. I might mess it up, but I gotta try because I'm trying to learn. So you don't need a lot of this. It's very pigmented, honestly, like that amount. Like you should have seen how much I went in with the first time. It was a little scary. Okay, it does not work the best on top of powder, which is probably not their fault. Entirely user error. I will make this blend if my life depends on it. I mean, we did get it to blend, but it would have worked a lot better if I did it under powder. Okay, maybe we stop, maybe we stop. So the last thing to do, eyelashes, and I got a new eyelash curler finally. I'm pretty sure mine was like my mom's from the 90s. So we finally have a new one. This mascara is so dry and empty. All right, makeup is done. You know what, I think that actually is gonna be one of my resolutions for 2023 is to try harder on my makeup, be a little bit more experimental and just get really good at it, because I feel like, I mean, I learned a lot in high school from all like the YouTubers, because that was when like makeup YouTube became like really big. But I feel like since then, I've just been doing the same thing, using the same products, literally since high school. So I really want to step it up, but I am liking this. I will say the things I would change, I need to do a moisturizer like right before makeup, just so that everything kind of glides on better. I need to buy a bronzer, maybe use a little bit of self-tan, and use the liquid blush before powder, obviously. I just went to get dressed and to do my hair, and I could not be bothered. I did not have the energy or the strength, so you guys are gonna have to be nice to me. Hair is just in a claw clip. I'm gonna just wear the sweatshirt I was wearing earlier. I tried using some hairspray, and my hairspray bottle was like clogged, so it just kept like pelting me like a jet stream in random places on my face, and it didn't even like get my, I don't even know. But yeah, this is the full effort that we're gonna make today. And I really have a sweet tooth. I don't know what's going on. We normally have chocolate or like something sweet in the house just to nibble on when we need it. And for some reason, we have nothing. So I think I'm gonna make cookies, and I've shown this on my channel like a million times. So I'm gonna save you guys the hassle of having to watch that. I'm gonna make those cookies, and then I'm going to just chill, and we can just talk and catch up like friends. Oh, and I am waiting on something exciting today. So we have our bassinet, we have the mattress and the sheet that goes inside. So we have everything for the bassinet that you would think that you would need. But we also ordered a canopy that attaches to the top and it kind of hangs down like a mosquito net. And the reason we got that was because we just have this fear of our cats cuddling up on our baby and possibly suffocating her, because that is a possibility, and that almost happened to Shelly when he was a little baby. He actually almost died. So we're just like really scared about that. And the only thing we could think of was to do this canopy net and then use some sort of like bowl clips or something to clip the net to the side, because our cats can obviously like, you know, move the net and jump in. So the clips are coming today, and if they arrive, then I want to try setting it up, and I just want to see how it works, because if it doesn't work, we're gonna have to try a different plan. And I know someone's gonna suggest it, so we have looked on Amazon and they do make covers for bassinets, but we tried that and it just didn't fit on the bassinet that we have. So that's why we're gonna try to kind of make our own. And all I need are these clips, so those should be coming. This arrived yesterday and I was so excited about this. This is the Kikaroo peanut changing mat. It's like the washable one, and I got it in the color vanilla, which is like a light beige. But there's like a little mark on it and it's really bothering me. Shelly doesn't think it's a big deal. He's like, our baby is literally gonna be shitting on it, so it doesn't matter. But things like that really bother me, especially when it's expensive. Like, that's not a cheap changing mat. So I might have ordered another one on Amazon, and that's gonna come in a couple days. And then I will compare and I will see which one is better. And I do this with everything, like everything. It's a problem. I wish I didn't do it. It like really gets to me, but it's like, it's I don't know if it's OCD, but like even if I'm picking out like sponges or ketchup or books at a bookstore, like I have to get the best one. And speaking of that, we actually went to the bookstore today. Shelly and I went this morning because I've been on TikTok way too much, and Instagram and YouTube, and I was like, I need to read. I just need to get off technology. So we went to the bookstore and Shelly was showing me the book he bought, which is this one. He loves science fiction. And you can see like the top there. I don't know if you can really notice, but there's like a little rip on the spine at the top. And when he showed me the book, because I was asking him what book he was getting, he showed me that. And I was like, isn't that gonna bug you? Like, don't you wanna go get like a better copy? And he's like, to be honest, that never crossed my mind. He's like, I've never once thought about getting the best book on the bookshelf. I just grab what's there and I don't even look at it. And meanwhile, like I was looking at this one book that's like a really popular bestseller. So there was a table of like 100 of them. And that's when like my panic sets in, because there's so many choices. And I just was thinking back to myself, like trying to find the best one in that huge stack of like 30 books. And he just goes and grabs one. Like, how can you live like that? I can't even imagine. I just checked outside on a whim and the package is here. So these are the clips I bought. I wanted them to kind of blend in so it didn't look like we just had giant chip clips on our baby bassinet. So I got these white ones and they're metal. So I'm gonna make the cookies. I have a bee in my bonnet and I really want cookies, and then we can try that out after. So I'm over here baking my cookies. I got my dry ingredients, I got my butter and my sugar, and I just realized that I packed up both of our mixers, my hand mixer and my stand mixer. So I'm gonna have to do this by hand. And I'm already out of breath just thinking about it, so really excited. Just sat down in the living room to have a cookie, and I think they turned out really good. I cooked them like the perfect amount. I usually overcook or undercook, but this looks perfect. While I sit here and enjoy my cookie, gotta tell you guys about this amazing Facebook Marketplace find that I found a couple days ago. In the morning, I was just like scrolling through Facebook Marketplace on my phone, and there was a free Nursery glider and ottoman. There is one that I really want to order, and I'm still going to, but not until we get to the next place, because obviously shipping, and I don't want to have to carry it across the country if I don't have to. So we raced over to the address and we were able to pick it up. It barely fit in the car, but it matches the couches pretty well. It's clean for the most part. There's like no stains or anything, and it works. Hi, Pumpkin. The cats absolutely love it. They've basically taken it over, and we just put it in between these two couches. It's really nice actually, because I can watch TV on it. Being pregnant, it's kind of hard for me to recline on these guys just because I can't breathe. So that's where I've been sitting. Same with Levi. But I am in the middle of uploading my pack with me and like baby haul, which is kind of a funny video because so I made a pack with me video with all of the baby stuff, and now I've been having to go through those boxes and take everything out, which has been fantastic. But I still wanted to post it because it's kind of a fun video, and the whole point wasn't really to pack in the video, it was to show the stuff that I have for the baby and kind of do like a haul. So that's what that video is, and it's just kind of funny that now I've taken it all out of boxes. So Shelly said I should do an unpack with me, but that's basically like what I'm doing every day. I'm just like slowly taking stuff out. I'm like, oh, I might need that. I'm definitely gonna need that. Okay, it's time.
Let's go to the hospital, get your go bag.
No, not time for that. We are gonna set up the bassinet in the master bedroom, and this is what we're working with. You excited?
Yeah.
So this is my go bag for the hospital. I just have it right there. And then all we have in my room, our room, all we have in our room is the diaper pail, which we set up, kind of nice. These are the shoes that I've boxed up already. I don't want to talk about it. So bassinet's just gonna go here until she comes. Then obviously we will move it there.
I like it.
Okay, we're gonna just test out the clips that just came from Amazon. It is so dark in here.
Is it the bassinet thing again?
No.
Okay.
Not even close, but nice try. That.
Of course.
It's the same company, but it's wider. And I've already opened it, so one side's like it's not taped. Mattress should be in it, and then I should have the sheet in here. So I've already washed the sheet. I'm very prepared. This box right here is the essentials, because you guys know I boxed up all of our baby stuff, but this is what we will actually need. These are Shelly's hospital snacks for his hospital bag, and that's the baby and his go bag. It's not a lot of assembly required, is there? Well, that's nice. Wow.
That was really easy.
Wow. Baby Bjorn, sponsor me. He's gonna break this before we even use it, I swear.
Chill, I know what I'm doing. So how's your day going?
He's so helpful. God, every box. That'll be a fun one.
There you go, there's one side.
Yeah, so this actually is pretty easy. You just have one Allen screw on either side, and then, yep, and then the mattress is right there. I did set up a little diaper station. So this is a little diaper caddy that I got on Amazon, and I'm just gonna have this in our room because we don't really have like a changing table or anything. So we got newborn diapers, burp cloths. These are just changing pads in case we don't have the Kikaroo one, and wipes. And then over here I just have some products. I have to roll that a little bit. Well, that's comforting. Suffocation hazard. So for now, this will be on my nightstand, I guess. This is the canopy that we ordered that goes on top, and it actually comes, it doesn't come with it, but it's made for this specific bassinet because we're trying to finagle something to keep the cats out. But I'm not quite sure if our plan is gonna work. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, but then cats, our cats, this cat, you little, on the camera, he will for sure try to get into this. That's so cute. Oh, Wee-Boy, where's Wee-Boy? Wee-Boy. Should we rip the handle off? This reminds me of when we first got him when he was poking his head out. Weeby! Weeby! I see your little nose. Hey! Hey!
Okay.
Wait, there's his little nose.
Where's the clips? Perfect. I think we just test it out to see if they're even like, they want to come in.
Okay. Did you cut yourself?
Levi got me.
Oh, that's because he's so tricky. What are you doing in there? Okay, so the clips will be a backup in case the cats are trying to get in it. They clip on pretty well. Cute.
Cool.
All right, so we're looking a little more prepared. Levi's trying to catch the sun rays on the wall, but we're gonna leave it out before she gets here and just see if the cats, you know, are trying to claim it as their own or if they're just being annoying. But hopefully they will just kind of leave it alone. Okay, it's like, what time is it now? Oh, 6:21. The noises I make when I move now are ridiculous. Yeah, it's like 6:30. Shelly and I are kind of getting hungry, but we don't know what we want. Levi's making noise. I've been editing. I got my Pack With Me video up and ready to go, and worked on some content for a little bit. Updated my Amazon storefront with baby stuff because I look like a hunchback right now. Because yeah, in that packing video I said I would link a bunch of stuff, so I updated that. This is a really boring clip. But yeah, we're just gonna find something to eat. We had homemade ramen last night because I was craving it and Shelly made it, but then I had that for lunch, so I don't think I want that again. And then probably read because we went to, oh yeah, I told you guys, we went to Barnes & Noble this morning, but I didn't show the books that we got. So I'll show you guys what I'm gonna read. Probably don't care about what Shelly's gonna read. Okay, I have to figure out how to get up. Okay, just showing them the Barnes & Noble haul.
Ooh.
Pretty interesting. So this is the one that Shelly got. Looks very science-y. Apparently he said it's on like the best science fiction novel list. This is what I'm reading currently. I ordered this as a baby book for Shelly and I to learn some stuff from. And he read it first, and now it's my turn. And I'm almost done because actually, like right here, it kind of starts on like another book. She includes another book in here. So I actually only have a little bit left of this one. But I actually really like this book. Do you want to, can you talk about it for a second?
Yeah, just go for it.
Yeah. Just wing it.
I didn't know I was going to have a book report. Yeah, so it's cool. It's kind of like very instinctual though about like how a lot of...
We'll say what it is first though.
It's bringing up bébé, and it's comparing how French parents, this American mom that lives over in France, she's kind of comparing how French communities and parents and people bring up a baby or a kid compared to the traditional or the new, I guess, modern way that Americans kind of bring up their babies, and just noting the cultural differences of it. And it's cool because a lot of it's kind of like the over-the-top stuff that you see a lot of American parents doing of like, oh, we're never going to say no in our household. We're never going to be, you know, raise our voices or like
helicopter
we have
parents.
To be helicopter parents
Mm-hmm.
or every single moment keeping them entertained. Maybe like sometimes that's not, you know, the best things, and that could actually lead to other problems. So yeah, it's really interesting, but again, it's kind of like, yeah, just kind of honestly, just chill, relax, just use your gut and relax.
He's like, oh, we'll figure it out.
I mean, I think the more people read into it and think, oh, this is what I gotta do, I gotta stimulate their minds constantly, and then I think that ends up to leading to kids that don't have any attention spans because they're so used to being stimulated constantly. So it's like, I think parents, I mean, look at me talking about experienced parent, but from this and what people are saying, it seems like
French parents just kind of go with the flow and trust instincts and trust nature, and like they raise them like humans. Like there's no kids food, there's no kids activities or kids restaurants. It's like they're adults, they're part of the family. You're gonna eat with the family, you're gonna do everything.
They're adults, for God's sake.
Yeah, they are. I mean, Jesus.
So, yeah.
But you have to admit though, like as far as baby and parenting books go, you enjoyed it.
I've read about 10 to 12, and I'd say that's probably my top one or two.
It was your first, but we started off strong. We started off strong.
Yep, no, everything there is to know about parenting.
Okay, now this one? No, I'm just kidding. We're not going to talk about that one. Okay, so the one that I got for myself, because I like historical fiction, is The German Wife. This was just on a table with a bunch of historical fiction books, and this one had really good ratings on Goodreads. And it's not too long because my attention span right now is dwindling.
Thanks, stimulating parents.
Yeah, thanks, mom and dad. No, I've literally been on TikTok nonstop because, like I was saying, I just don't know what to do with myself. And then we got a book for our little baby. So everybody got a book today. We had to get this. This is a classic. This is like the mini version of the regular one, but we had to. Shelly didn't agree with me, but this is a classic.
I just said maybe we get the books once we get to our new location.
Well, you give me a location and then we can plan on that. Because we might not be going anywhere.
Well, we're not going to be stuck here. We got to move out of here.
So that is the haul. Neither of us felt like cooking, so my lovely husband, baby daddy. I hate that word so much.
What's worse? What's worse, lover or baby daddy?
Baby daddy, for sure.
These dizzy things?
No, if I drink that, I won't be able to eat anything. I get full so fast. But we went to this Mediterranean place and he got... Well, I meant like we're eating the food from. Shelly went and picked it up. It was 1 block away. No. He's a hero.
We're talking.
I got a chicken gyro. We've never been here before, but it looks good. He got lamb. Supposedly Mediterranean with a little bit of fries. I think I'm gonna end this video. I never know how long they're gonna be until I edit them, but I'm hoping this is probably enough. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching, and hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see this hot mess anymore. Oh my god, I have a bobby pin over here. But yeah, I do want to vlog more this week because I do have my next appointment with the OB on Friday. So hopefully there'll be some interesting news or new developments. And I just got word from my neurologist that I'm doing Botox on Monday, which is really great because I had an appointment scheduled for after we were gonna leave Charleston, which was not gonna work. So I'm getting that before my hormones just go insane from childbirth. So that'll be really great. And I have a hair appointment on Friday as well. So hopefully I can make all these appointments. The little girl won't disrupt that. Oh, it's like really sore right now. Sometimes she moves so much that it kind of like hurts the muscles. I don't even know how to describe it, but anyways, I will see you guys later. Bye.